Righto guys, we've got the herbs and spices ready to go in. This is a pretty inexact science. Every time we do it, it seems to be a bit different. This is an experiment. We've got, bear in mind, we're doing about 10 kilos of meat here, so one of these jars of garlic, because we like garlic. We've got about 50 grams of black pepper. We got a cup of rosemary, a little bit less of the basil, about 4 or 5 cups of dried breadcrumbs, and about as much parsley was in a bag over here, which I don't know, that would be a little bit more than that, probably a cup and a half, because we like parsley as well. So, and some Himalayan salt. Yep, the boss is just reminding me, we did chuck a little bit of that in. I think we chucked in sort of a cup or something like that. And so this is what we've got here. This is our mix. Now we're going to drop that in on top of the mince, the coarse mince that we've got. We're going to mix that all around, and then we're going to fire in a little bit of some vegetable stock, to try and get it to the right consistency. So in she goes. Oh, lovely jubbly. And in this case, the kitchen sink is a damn good place to mix it. This is a very spiritual thing, this mixing this. Getting your hands in here like this. Oh, it's lovely. Rolling this around with our hands and getting it as well mixed as we can. And as you can see at the moment, it's actually quite a dry mix. And that's the point of the stock. We're going to fire that in a minute, and we'll show you what we end up with. And in addition to that, if we need a little bit more breadcrumb to hold it together, that's probably a good time to add it. Well, there goes another half of another 500 mils in there. It's just starting to come right. I think when you pick the stuff up, it should just sort of turn into a ball. Out comes the 8 mil, in goes the 5 mil. Good trick for getting this plate out is just, where's that power going? There we are. Little wee burst into forward, out it pops. Just clear out that little bit of excess that's sitting in the front that might stop the plate going into place. Oh, knife in first, of course. First thing in the morning. There we go. And in goes the plate. Now when you're doing up these plates, what you do is take the screw in till it's just snug, so fingers, alright? Too loose and you start mushing your mince, too tight and you start causing overheat and you can damage the knives. So just finger tight like that. Right guys, so we're second time through on the fine grind now. This is coming through the 5mm plate. The beauty of doing this sort of thing is everyone has their own personal taste. You can muck around and do this to suit yourself. We did it twice through the 8 last time, and in our humble expert opinions, it was just a little bit too coarse. The sausages were crumbling a little bit, so this time we'll go finer. That's the great thing about it. You can experiment. Doesn't mean you get it wrong, it just means you do it different. And once again, the idea is to do it sort of without any delay, because we want this mince to stay cold. And trust me, it's cold. Right guys, the amount of fat that you add to this is it's always a big debate. Some people say as much as 30%, others 20%. I like my sausages nice and lean. We've probably gone down to about 20%, and that's of belly flap, so possibly even of pure fat, even less. But if you take a close look here, as this stuff's coming out, you can see all the little bits of just fat in those little tubes coming out. So to me, that says there's plenty.